recording?
Okay.
So, okay, can you see my screen? Can you see?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so, okay. Question number 2 is in pseudocode, right? So that is similar
Yes.
to a question that come in one of the exams before. So here, the user enter a password, and we try to verify if this password meets certain criteria. Okay, so we want the password to have at least one capital letter, one lowercase, and one number. Okay, so to actually to do that, you have to how to say, do you have a good understanding of how the ASCII table works, or you need me to share with you?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's clear.
It's clear. Okay, so you know that for every character we have a decimal representation of that character, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you know that from A to Z with capitals, so it starts from a certain range of numbers. So if we know
Yes.
that, so it means that if you want to detect that this character is actually capital or not, so if we compare the decimal representation of that number in the ASCII table, we are able to know. So if we know A have a decimal representation and Z have also a decimal representation, any number in between them, so we guarantee that this number or this character is actually will be a capital letter. So let me share with you here. Do I need to make my screen larger, or it's clear like that?
It's clear.
Okay. So this is something that this is one of the solutions that we can think about for solving this. So I would say for every requirement, it is easier and more manageable that you divide the requirement into different functions. So if you have certain part of the code that need to detect capital numbers, create a function or procedure that can do that job. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, we want to know if the password that is provided by the user got a capital letter inside or not. So we create a function that got capital that return Boolean. So again, so here we're providing the password as a parameter. And again, like I told you, this is one of the possible solutions. It could be more easier solution that I will tell you later, but let us take this as a start. So do you know this ASCII function, ASC, in pseudocode?
Yes.
Okay, so what does it do?
It converts the value into the ASCII number.
Okay.
So for this, it would be 16.
Okay, wow, that's good. I cannot even recall the numbers. Okay, so your mind is fresh enough. Okay, so what I am passing here, I am passing actually the capital representation. The decimal representation of character A and decimal representation of character Z. Okay, and here I'm creating a flag that is called false, and again, I'm treating the password as if it is an array. So every string I'm able to treat it as an array. So I get the length here of the password, and I make a for loop. In this for loop, I loop from 1 to the length of the password. Okay, and then I check here every single character using the mid function. Do you know how to use a mid function? Do you know what it is usage?
Yes.
Okay, so
yeah.
Again, sorry.
Yes, I know it.
Okay, so here I'm using the for loop. So we have a variable I, and this variable is always changing from 1 until it reaches the end of the password length, and so it's always changing for me what the mid function returns. So it will start from the first character. So let's assume and that this is the string that we are having. So I'll start from 1 until, let's say, let's assume this is my ESV. So let's assume that this is my password. So let me see here. Okay, so I would say we have something like that. So we have here A, and then S is, sorry, this is should be small, and here is B, and we should start looping from 1 and then 2 and then 3. So the mid will give me the first character. So CH will contain A capital at the start. So I will convert it to get the character, the decimal representation of that from the ASCII table, and then I will compare that using the if statement. So if the number that is returned when I convert this to a decimal lies in between the two numbers here, this one and this one, it means that this is a capital letter. And then I will return found. And then I will not continue the for loop again. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, so is it now clear how I do it?
Yes.
Okay.
How do you show like once you return the found and you get the found? Oh, I think you'll explain that later.
No. I want you to repeat again, please.
So no. You're returning found of this function.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
But after this part, like how do you check if the found is true for all the statements?
Yes. Actually, in the next slide, I will explain that to you. Yes. So
okay.
So actually, there is this a smarter solution that we can do even without using this this kind of ASCII function. Without even converting every character to its decimal representation, actually, we are able to make an if statement that we can compare the character directly to A capital and Z capital without even converting, and it will work. Okay, so but I will leave that to you to explore and give it to me on the next next session. Okay, so now I'm sharing you one solution, a faster solution without too much conversions. We are able to improve on that function. Okay. Okay, perfect. So let me go to the next slide. So again, here also there is two possible solutions. I will tell you one, and I will explain how we can also improve on that solution. So we have three requirements, right? We have to check if there is a capital letter, and if there is a lowercase letter, and if there is a number, right? So it is three conditions. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, so if it means that if I'm able to return true and false from every function that I create to check these three conditions, so I will have condition 1, condition 2, condition 3. This for the capital, this for the lowercase, and this for the number. And if all of them is true, then I return or I put a value here inside sum equals 3. If two of them is equal true, then I will return 2. Okay, if one only, I will return 1. So this is just an idea how to make the if statement, but I don't write the full solution because again, I mean, I want you to think, right? So I give you how to say ideas. So and then we use a case statement here with the variable sum, and then I base on the value of sum which grade is a solution or is a password. Okay, so does this make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so
For the previous slide, it's given with an if statement. Could you explain how I could use the case?
no, I mean the
with
case
it?
is no, the case is not, you mean this slide? You mean here?
Yeah, this part, the if
Yeah.
and if, yeah.
But wait, okay. So again, I would say wait. Let me see here if I. So let me see. This will return. How to say? So let me write in the. Wait, give me a second. Let me write
Yeah, I'm
here.
asking if we could convert the if statement over there to case statements.
But why you need to do that? I don't see any value from doing so. So the point here is that okay, I share with you the screen first. Okay. Now, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So here I'm calling the got capital function. Okay. And
Yes.
the result, which will be returned by found, it will be assigned to condition 1. Okay. I should make another 3 functions that each of them should enter, how to say, okay, so this is 2, this is 3, and got lowercase, and I would say got number. So I will create this 3 function. So now your question to me is, you asking if we can change this if statement to case, right?
Yeah.
But why you need to do that? I mean here you are only, I mean there is no space for creating a case here. The case should be, I mean, tell me how you want to change this to a case, or you're asking me how to change it.
Yeah, I'm asking how would you change it if they ask for you to write in case statements instead of if for that part. I don't know how to make it into case statement.
Okay, so so I think your question would be, because in this current situation, there is no point to write a case at all, because it's only true or false. Okay, it's only one. But the case actually can work if you have multiple if statements. So that would work perfect. So when you have, okay, let me see. So this is a case statement, right? So if you want to convert that to, okay, so if we say sum equal 1, then okay, else and if. So yes, this case I'm able to change it to an if statement. So if sum equal 1, then I will say grade equals C. Then if else again, so that will be a nested if, because we don't have else if in, they don't tend to use else if in pseudocode. So we have to write it again in this way with else and if. So again here, I will say if sum equal 2, then what will happen? I will put grade equal C. So, and also I have possibility either to put it like that directly, or to make sure that everything should be working fine. So I would say if sum equal 3, then and if, and I would say else here, I would say output Does it make any sense to you? So this is how I can change. It makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So did I manage to answer your question, or you still have something that I didn't catch it out?
I was just asking for the if statement to the case, like how just now you converted the case to if. Would it be possible to convert the if statement from before to case?
You mean this one?
Yeah.
If you're talking about,
But I think okay, I understood why you can't, like, why there's no
actually,
point.
yes, because again, now, I mean, that's not suitable for case at all. I mean, I never saw something like that. I mean, it's not suitable. Case here is not suitable because you only have, so see, case works best when you have multiple values of what you are testing. Here you have only true or false. Yes, you are able to change it, but again, to me, it doesn't really make sense. So wait, I can try to do it for you, but actually can I would say case and case. Let me copy that, and so let me see. I would say, so forget about that. We are not able to use that here, but what we can do is that we are able to say something like that. We can put it directly here like that, and we can say true, and we can say false. Okay. Again, it's not very suitable, but okay, I want to satisfy your question. So return true, and here return false, or we are able to also put it this way. We are able to put this way like that, and we here put it here false, and after the else, after the case, we just return return found. But again, it's not suitable. It's not really suitable because why? Because again, you are doing this inside a for loop, and you don't really want to return. You don't want to return. So, okay, again, assume with me, please. So this is A, and this is S, and we said that this is B, and this is our password, right? So on the first time when I do the for loop, I will become 1. Okay. So it is true that this if condition will be satisfied, and we will return immediately. So in this case, yes, the current case that we created will work perfect. But I want you to imagine, if I didn't put this kind of password, I put A, S, and B. Okay, sorry, B capital. Let's B capital. Okay, so if I do it like that, and it will return false, and it will immediately return false from the, I mean, from here, the first character, and that will not satisfy me. I don't want it to return, and it doesn't make any sense that I create a case. So to correct that, I have to remove the false from here. And it doesn't make any sense that I create a case with only one condition. I mean, I never saw that. That's not the correct way to use case. Okay?
Okay.
Now it makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, that's
yes.
good. Okay. Okay, so let us, yeah. So again, you are able to satisfy the other condition like that. So let me you have to create another two functions, and also based on the results, then you're able to based on the results, you're able to check the condition and do this case. But I want to tell you something. Actually, there could be a smarter solution, like I told you before. Instead of returning a Boolean from here, I would say return integer. And so you have to change this from found from Boolean also to integer. And I want you to do something. So we remove the case here. We remove all this part. And I would say found equal 1. Okay. So if you find it, you return 1. If you didn't find, then you return 0. Okay. That actually will save you a lot of time in creating if statements, because here you cannot use only one if statement. You have to create another 3 or 4, I think maybe even almost 6 or 7 if statements to be able to reach that kind of calculation. So you need to check each one of them, that only 2 of them, if it is true, then you create sum equal 2. So that will, because there is 3 variables, so you need a lot of if statements. But if you return here 1 or 0 based on the result or the condition of the function, and then you add, so instead of making this if statement, I would say, so you just say sum, and then you just add. Yes, exactly. So that will save you a lot of time just making if statements. So whatever comes out from here, you just pass it directly to the case and you are done. Does this make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So yeah. So not always returning true and false can give you the best or ideal solution. So when you find smarter solution, this means that you need to write less code. Writing less code give you more time in the exam, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So we stop here and let's go to the slides. Okay, so let's go deeply inside the classes. I guess, how is it with you? Do you know about the inheritance and polymorphism and overloading, function overloading? Do you know how to do that?
No, not very clearly. I understand it. I think I need to learn that part. I'm clear with the how to the basic of a class, the methods and attributes, but I'm not clear with encapsulation.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see. So let us talk about this example. So I will go little by little, and then when I will ask you if this is clear. I will try to skip section and go into more deep details. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So a car is being manufactured when we want to create an object for that car, and the car have a unique vehicle ID, and we also have registration ID for the car. And here in our program, once the car is manufactured, we want to create a new car object. Okay, so we will define a class, and then we will try to create objects out of that class. Okay, and then let me see here. So is that clear to you? Let me see. Okay. Okay, so here the car have attributes, which is normal variables, vehicle ID, registration, date of registration, engine size, and purchase price. Okay, so and then we have certain methods here. So we have a constructor, and we have set price, set registration, set date of registration, and get vehicle ID. So do you know for every variable here, you need two kind of methods, right? You need a one to set it and one to get it. Am I right?
Yes.
Do you know a way to cut this short, so you don't have to really write two methods for each? There is one way to use properties. If you use the properties in a correct way, you don't really need to write even set and get for every variable. Let me show it to you later. Okay.
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 Yes.
So okay, that is our car class, and we are creating all the variables here as a private. Sometimes he preferred to use underscore before the variable, and this an indication that this variable is private. But this is an optional. You use it or you don't, it's fine.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. And I mean, I would like you to always raise your voice, because sometimes I hear you say something, but I don't really hear what you say. So
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So
is it better now?
Yes, slightly better now. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's perfect now. So keep it like that, please. And yeah, so this is a constructor, right? So we are using here new, right? So do you know that we are able to use something different than new? Do you know that?
No, I don't.
Okay, so we are able to use new, and we are able to use create. Now let me use here create. So actually, both of them can do the same job, and he used them in the syllabus. See, sometimes he used create, and sometimes he used new. He typically, the documentation say that we can use create for when we are having something complex that we want to achieve. But again, in the current syllabus and your exam, create and new is both can be used as a constructor, and you can pass them both parameters, and there is nothing else you need to worry about. So if you see create or even new, both of them can do the job of a constructor. Is that clear?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, good.
Sir, I had a doubt.
Yes, please tell me.
In the mark schemes, they didn't write the by val or the by ref. So is it necessary to include it?
So by val or by ref, actually by writing by val itself is actually an optional. So it means that if you don't write by val, it will accept it you, and it will default to by val. Okay.
Okay.
So it's optional. Although it's a good practice, but I mean, it's optional in the coding. But I prefer to write it just to avoid some, because as you know, the one who's marking your exam is human, so you never know what he have in the mind. So okay, now listen to me. We have to close the current session, and then you have to enter using, we create a separate 30-minute sessions. We close this and you enter again. Okay.
Okay. Yes.